What's up, everybody? It's been a hot minute, but we are back on Super Squad D, and I got great news. We are here, but nope, I messed it up. We can start because Billy's here. Billy and I is up in the chat, everybody. How you doing today, man? Today I'm joined by a really special guest. Some people, I won't name names, would say he's not even a real action figure fan, but I say this man is a huge figure fan. I'm here, of course, with, will you introduce yourself?
Well, the man who would say, I'm done. See ya. The man who would say that I wasn't an action figure collector, I'm standing in for today. But I did get Jess to admit recently that I am an action figure collector because he didn't know I had as many figures as I do currently.
Dude, you got them, bro. You got the figs, man. You absolutely got the figs. We got a lot of people popping up in the chat. Dano here. Wait, hold on. Now, hold on. How does Taylor Brown have an official-ish fan club? That's what I want to know. How the fuck?
It's undignified to explain it because it would be self-serving, but I think it's pretty obvious. I think it's pretty obvious.
You started it yourself. That does make sense.
No, Hayden's a really smart person, so I think he could figure that out.
What's up, Colin? Oxmeat Pete in the chat. How is this not breaking news on Facebook, Twitter? Dude, I agree. Man, Twitter, all they want to do is talk about stuff they're mad about. But
did you not do any shows recently or something? Have you been going?
I've been showing about a week. I haven't been feeling that great. We got some pre-recorded videos, but I'm feeling a lot better now. Good day, mate. Gentle people. Doug McAdams here. Glad to see him here. And Atit is here. Man, I tell you what. We got some great figures, guys. Taylor has some figures.
I do.
So we're just going to jump into it. But before we start opening stuff, I want to mention today's episode is brought to you by... Okay, I was supposed to be a cool, like, cute cutaway there.
You're doing a great job. The week off, you can't tell you took a week off at all. You're just you're so sharp.
Today, the show is brought to you by Dying Breed Collectors. If you guys want good books at good prices, go check out Dying Breed Collectors. I got it on good authority that he's about to do a huge sale. And I can't say more than that other than keep your eyes peeled. You can use code SuperSquadD for something. Some percent off of something. I think $1 million off of something.
This is fantastic. Right. They were very smart to sponsor you.
Yeah, they were. I'm definitely doing right by them.
Oh, for sure.
John in the chat. What's up, John? Omar Ray is my man. It's the TNT Music Factory. D used to stand for delinquent. Well, today it stands for, did you know that Taylor's an action figure collector?
I am.
Officially. Taylor, you
got I have 28 action figures. I think that's enough.
I think that's definitely enough. I'm going to open my DP. Taylor, why don't you show us what you got to unbox? And
I have two that I'm not that are currently unboxed. I got them last week before we planned the show. I have two that are unboxed, but I have a Mando and Child figure. I was too afraid to take off the shelf because for a picture I have him posed holding the child and holding his blaster in the other hand.
It's a good picture, by the way.
It took me at least 15 minutes to get him to hold him like that. And I've gotten him to sit on the shelf like that, and I don't want to mess with it. So you all know what the Mandalorian looks like. You all know what Grogu looks like. So just imagine it in a 6-inch form. That's all you have to imagine. So I got last week at Best Buy, and I'm pretty sure this figure is gone from Best Buy now. I got it right before it ended, and that is the Kingpin. They're re-released. I think it was a Build-A-Figure at one point, but they re-released it with a new suit, right?
Yeah, that's a great figure. That's a Build-A-Figure re-release.
And it's awesome. I mean, look at his face. Got the bruising,
let me full
the scratching. I think the regular face it came with wasn't that great. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I love this bruised face so much. I'm always going to keep this face on it. His cane's really cool. I think is the other figure of this, the Build-A-Figure had different cane or had no cane, right?
Yep.
So this is one of my top 5 favorite figures, I think. It's huge. You always talk about PPP, price per plastic. This is $30, definitely worth the money.
Great price per plastic. Billy, I did mention you at the beginning. I would never skip over your comment. I said we could start. Doug got some stuff from Dying Breed. That's awesome. Okay, Taylor, the Venom 616. By the way, that's the best Venom. I think we can all agree. Wants to know the HasLab. Do you think it's going to make its $14,000 goal?
Do you know what it's at right now, or is it close?
Last I checked, I want to say it was over 8. I think it's definitely good.
I'm surprised it's not funded already, to be honest. I mean,
I
there's
think
a
it's
lot of
gonna get
money.
funded.
500.
Yeah.
It's $500, right?
Yeah, it was $500.
Was the Sentinel a lot quicker to get backed?
It was a little quicker,
was
but
cheaper.
also it had a lower requirement to fund.
It was $350, so it was $150 cheaper, I think.
Well, no, it was $500.
Oh, really? I thought it was cheaper.
It was the amount you had to fund to get it published, though.
Oh, okay.
Was much lower.
Okay, I thought the whole thing was cheaper because it's smaller. Isn't it significantly smaller?
Yeah, I think so. It's hard to tell from the pictures. I don't know. This is definitely the biggest thing they've ever released, though, for sure.
It's just way beyond my price point that I don't even really think about it or look at it very much because it's never.
I found a really good figure. Flocked Panther Target this week.
I don't even know who's Panther. Is that from like He-Man or something?
Look at you! Look at you!
Well, I'm just guessing because He-Man Revelations. I mean, all the fans are united. They love this show. There's no complaints. All the OG fans love it, and they think it's the best He-Man incarnation ever. So I mean, I had a feeling it was about He-Man.
That's amazing, dude. It was a show that takes place in the He-Man universe.
Have you watched any yet?
I've seen it all.
What'd you think?
Quite loved it, though I could see why classic fans might not be into it. I personally loved every bit of it, though.
So you think Kevin Smith did a good job with it?
I thought he did a great job, dude. I loved every minute of it, but I could see, well, let's just say this. There's very little He-Man in the show. And so I know that fans of that character, if they went into it excited to see that, like for me personally, I always liked the He-Man show. I've seen some of the original. I've seen all of the 2000 series, and I collected the toy line for a while, but I like all the characters. I'm not like particularly in love with just the character of He-Man, but if they made a Spider-Man show and they didn't have a lot of Spider-Man, I would be upset. So I could see why people didn't.
I think recently we've just really been seeing the peril of trying to reboot an 80s property because just think about Star Wars. I mean, trying to redo the sequels, like some people were mad about that. He-Man, Ghostbusters. It's just a really difficult thing. It's almost not even worth doing anymore because just create new properties because people have so much nostalgia. They have so much of themselves tied up in these characters. If it's not exactly what they want, they get really upset. It's almost better to create new IP at this point because it's really going to disappoint people. Or use new characters in that universe, like Star Wars. Like Mandalorian was fantastic. People love it because they stuck with new characters and they brought older characters in somewhat, but they weren't the focus.
All right, so it's at almost 11,000. I think it's gonna make it. I really think it's.
But it's been like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, the longer it goes, the slower it grows. But I do think that it's going to get there.
So
Crash Line, what's up, man?
Do you get money back if it doesn't get backed fully?
Yeah, you don't pay unless it gets back.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Should have been called Tila in the Master of the Universe. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, Chris, that's exactly right. I liked it. I like Tila, dude. I thought it was a great show. Let's put it this way. I watched the show, and then I was like, I need some toys. So now I'm on the hunt for the toys. I got one. I did get one.
I always see them at Target.
I got Skeleton. There was an exclusive that I missed. It was a San Diego Comic-Con Scareglow. I was kind of ticked about that. That really would have put me over the edge. All right, I got a Crashbox custom diorama set here. I ordered from Crashbox. You guys know that I love Crashbox dioramas. In fact, there's one right there that's like one of my favorites. I take pictures with it all the time. And I ordered some stuff. I don't remember what it was, but I remember what they had on their, like, the guy who runs it, Chris, said, hey, we're going to stop making these products. If you want them, get them now. And I remember thinking, well, I need them. They're going to stop making them. The old supply and demand. So I'm going to open this up while we chill.
While you do that, I'll show off my other figure I got in the open last week, and that's Darth Maul.
Ooh,
I love this figure so much. It's awesome. And the lightsaber you guys should take apart. You get split into two.
That's so cool, dude. What a great
super cool. And actually, it's very fortuitous. Tyler and I have a action figure photography collaboration tonight at 11 o'clock EST.
That's right.
We'll post our separate Darth Maul pictures.
Yep, we're both took Darth Maul pictures, and we're posting them tonight. I had a lot of fun taking a picture with that figure, dude. It was so much fun to think of a fun scene and what to do. Gary, what's up, man? Glad to see you, dude.
And Tyler helped me with the lightsaber effects, but I'm not going to credit him because he never credits me on the pictures I help him with. So what's the point?
Yeah, I don't need the credit, man. It's okay. All right. So also, guys, Jess was going to be here today, but he's not feeling very well. Just as a heads up. That's why Jess isn't here.
I heard that you didn't want to pay him enough and that he didn't want to be on a smaller channel. I
told you that.
Oh, crap. That was more like a green room conversation, not an actual show conversation.
I told you that in confidence, dude.
I'm pretty sure Jess is like, he's sipping on a Diet Coke right now on a
he's probably watching the show, laughing at us.
Probably.
Punk. Okay, so far the haul is not extremely impressive from Crashbox. It's these bases that are going to go with something. Let's see. Here's another pack of the bases. I did remember as I was opening it what I ordered. Let's see. If you order from Crashbox, he does really well. Oh, okay, cool. So he actually has a inventory of what he sells, and he checks off what you got. So that's great. Gabriel, good to see you, buddy. It's been a while since I got to talk to you. Oh, yeah, this is okay. I'm going to need you guys' help. Taylor, I'm going to need your help. I need y'all's help in the chat. What figure to take a photo with this right here, this diorama piece, this diorama set? I'm very excited about this. Oh, this is cool, dude. So I got a bunch of tall stone columns. So this is like if I had the new Hercules, that would actually be a great figure.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should do like a Samson Hercules thing, pushing the pillars.
That would be rad. So
when is the Hercules coming out? When's he being released?
A little bit later this year, I think. So this is how big it is, which is actually quite big. I mean, I guess that makes sense. But like, here's a cable that I was thinking about taking a photo with at some point, like just setting up a pose. This is the scale.
Nice.
Like it's actually quite big.
Yeah, is it like 12 inches or is it bigger?
I think it's probably 14 to 16 if I had to guess.
Yeah, that would definitely work with Hercules. I'm trying to think who else that'd really work with. It'd have to be maybe like Wonder Woman. That could be cool.
I do actually. I've got this Wonder Woman right here.
She could be in Themyscira.
This Mezco Wonder Woman right here. Yeah, maybe Themyscira. So should I do like a portrait shot? I'd like to do an action shot, but like, who would she be fighting in Themyscira that I have?
Or she could be showing Themyscira to another female character from DC. I don't know if you have another female character, because bringing a man would be a little bit controversial.
Or maybe a man showed up to the island.
That wouldn't be very popular, Tyler.
Well, yeah, he's about to get whooped. He's about to get whooped, dog.
Do you have like one that could be like Steve Trevor being injured, like he has got there?
Ooh, that would be good. Maybe I could wrap him up like he's I don't know. That would be good. Maybe a monster. You know what? I do know what I'm going to do. Actually, I take it back. I've got an Ares in my BBTS haul right now that's been sitting there for a month or so. I'm going to ship the Ares, and then I'll have Wonder Woman fight Ares with the stone columns here.
Hopefully it'll look better than the end of the first Wonder Woman movie when she fought him.
Chris, you want a review of this cable? Your wish is my command, dude.
And I have to know, Gabriel, what's happening this Saturday that you're so excited about? Do you know what's happening this Saturday, Tyler, for Gabriel?
I don't, but I'm excited for you, Gabriel. I hope it's something fun. Maybe it's something on Omar's channel. I don't know.
How old is that cable figure?
This figure came out last year sometime.
What wave was that in?
It is a Revoltech figure.
Okay. I thought it was a Marvel Legend.
So it's a Revoltech cable. Sorry, I'm setting it up. And the problem with Revoltechs is the joints are pretty ugly. Like when you see,
oh yeah,
like
looks like his one arm's really broken.
Can you see the arm?
Yeah,
right here?
That's weird.
So the joints are really ugly, but they've been like a controversial line. So like when you have them turned like this, you don't notice as much. You can still see it though. It's just not as noticeable. But you can't notice it all on the arm where it's got the gun. So the joints are the same in the leg, but they did a good job, much better than they used to, while covering up the leg plastic. So you really only see these. So it's just a matter of getting the pose. So vanilla poses don't work well at all. Like just him standing there.
Right.
because you see the joints. But they have crazy good articulation and tons of weapons, dude. Like, look at those guns on his back that he can carry. And he comes with like a big blaster.
I like how they rotate too.
Yeah, they're fully articulated.
That's cool.
Like full 360, so you can get like really cool dynamic poses. Plus, I really like the eye effect on Cable.
That is pretty cool.
Let me full screen myself. The eye effect is really neat. So I mean, look, even the belt has articulation.
You don't see that very
These
much.
little pieces on the belt. So I was thinking about doing a shot where he's like walking in, shooting, and do like energy blast effects out of the gun, the practical effects from like other weapons. And then maybe have some shoulders getting shot with blood effects, blood splatter. I don't know.
Sounds pretty cool.
You're going to be a vendor at an event. That's awesome, Gabriel. That's great, dude. I hope it goes really well. So anyone psyched for the Suicide Squad? Dude, that King Shark Hot Toys is going to be incredible.
Even the McFarlane figure looks really cool.
It does. It actually looks so good.
If I can get just the King Shark, not as a Build-A-Figure, but that gold label edition, I'll definitely get it.
Is that the one where he's like in the beach gear, or was that a
Yeah.
Walmart exclusive? Yeah.
I think he's in the beach gear, so I'm going to try to keep my eyes out for it and see if I can get it somehow, but probably not. But I'm not going to buy – I don't really like movie figures, but he doesn't really look like a movie figure, so he's one I could get.
My man Max in the chat. Max, what's up, bro? How's it going, dude? You been slapping that bass any? Yeah, here we go. This Cable. This might be the figure. I don't know. I'm going to ship my BBTS order. But I kind of want to take a picture with this before then. So I may do that Cable. One of my friends, Simon Hill, goes by Plastic Snaps on Instagram, released a photo that he took where he actually took bubble wrap, but like big bubble wrap, not like the small one, but the really big one. And he put a light behind it, and it looked like Cable coming through a portal.
That's pretty cool.
It was insane. It was so impressive. It was like, I liked it enough that I was like, man, I want to do that same thing. But then I'm like, do I really want to copy him? Yeah, I do.
You did it the other day with the Joker, so I might as well keep doing it.
Joaquin, what's up, man? How are you? Dude, you want to, if you got any stuff to unbox, dude, you should join us. Just hop on in.
Yeah, Gabriel, I haven't seen Batman Long Halloween Part 2 yet. I've only seen Part 1, but I think Part 2 did come out last week, so I do need to check it out.
It did.
They came out really close to each other, which is nice, as opposed to waiting like a whole year like they did for Dark Knight Returns, I think.
Seriously, it was a long time. Okay, this is a good comment, Max. You're hoping for a Schumacher Build-A-Figure wave. That has to be one of my top ones, dude. A Schumacher would be amazing. Let's talk for a second, Taylor, about the what if wave.
Right. You know my thoughts on it currently. I'm not super excited about the wave in general. Actually, the only figure I think I'm going to get is one that is actually your least favorite, or your second to least favorite. Yeah. I thought the Doctor Strange is actually pretty cool. I mean, yeah, he looks a little haggard. He's supposed to look a little tired. Yeah. There isn't a good Doctor Strange in the Marvel Legends line that you can get right now for cheap.
Well, I don't think there's ever been. There definitely will be. With Multiverse of Madness, there absolutely will be a classic Doctor Strange. So that was the only figure that like really blew you away, right?
Sorry, my phone's ringing in the background.
That's fine. You're popular guy.
It's about to end. Come on, turn off. I don't feel like getting up. Come on, turn off. All right, there we go. So that's the only one I'm thinking about getting. I was really underwhelmed with the Spider-Man figure. I think that was your least favorite, right?
That was my least favorite.
Like the zombie killer Spider-Man or something?
I really like the concept.
Do you want to pull up some of the pictures so we can show people?
Do you know how to pull those up?
Let me see if I can find them.
Okay. I was really underwhelmed with the concept, but we'll walk through them while we're just hanging out. And then you got to get to opening your figures, dude. I'm excited to see what you got.
Yeah, let me see if I can find like a picture, all of them. And
there's going to be some like picture for sure. It's a great looking little column right here, man. I'm totally digging this. All right, so I got 4 columns, just like this. It's going to be dope for photos. I'm super about it. Boom, boom, yeah. Let's go. The blood stain on the Spider-Man figure makes you think of that one scene in Superbad. I don't remember there being a blood stain on the figure. I'll tell you the figures I was super excited about, like elated about, was the zombie Captain America.
Yeah, let me share my screen and I'll show them what you're talking about.
Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay.
All right, can you see them?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so basically here's some of them. There's like, this is all of them. Here's the coolest part though. The Build-A-Figure.
So good.
So good.
Dude, look how awesome it is. And we've been begging for a Watcher for so long. And it makes so much sense, right? Like,
yeah, here's some of them. Here's apparently there's going to be T'Challa as Star-Lord. And then there's Peggy Carter as Captain America. And then there's that lame zombie killer Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought you were going to say the zombie Captain America.
No, the zombie Captain America is pretty. I mean, I don't really want it, but it looks pretty cool. Here's all the
Oxmeat saying the same thing you're saying, dude.
Also, the Sylvie that's going to come with it from Loki looks really lame. The face sculpt isn't good.
I didn't like the face sculpt was my problem. I like the design of the suit. I really like the cape.
Here's it without. It just looks lame without the cape. It just looks
kind of bland. I'm not a big fan of the colors, honestly.
And here's Sylvie. I think her face doesn't look very good. I'm just not a huge fan of Marvel Legend movie figures because their face sculpts are always usually pretty off. The worst is, you ever see Paul Rudd as Ant-Man back in the day with his smirk?
Yeah.
They even had it on Conan O'Brien where he was making fun of it.
Our buddy Joachim's going to join for a few minutes. Got some stuff to unbox. He wants to chill. The more the merrier, I say.
I thought this was going to be called Unpack and Relax, but whatever.
How freaking dare you?
Because that's even a better name. Well, you want to show off some of the figures I got in?
Yeah, dude. Get it.
So
I'm going to go open. I'm going to get one to open right here.
So this came in a Amazon exclusive package, I think, last year. And it's $70 for the whole thing. I didn't want all the figures. There's one that I really needed, and that's Phantom X. And so I got this on eBay, and this is the first toy I've ever bought not in the packaging, but it came in the plastic. It's never been taken out.
I mean, that's basically new.
And he wrapped it really well. I mean, the eBay seller had 100% rating, so I was like, okay, I'll trust them. And it looks really, really cool. I mean,
that is a dope figure.
Super, super cool. I love Phantom X. He's one of my favorite mutants.
For sure.
And I just read Grant Morrison's new X-Men for the first time. And I just finished reading Uncanny X-Force by Remender for the second time. And Phantom X is my favorite part of that Uncanny X-Force.
He's a great character.
Story.
Gabriel wants to know this, Taylor. What do you For All Seasons, I think, is one of the top 5 best Superman books of all time.
It's not in my top 5, but it's definitely something every Superman fan should pick up. Like, in terms of origin stories, I prefer Secret Origin by Jeff Johns or Birthright.
Birthright is my favorite. Birthright's the one that
it's definitely one that everyone should check out if you're a fan of Superman. And I know everyone doesn't love Tim Sale's art, but I'm actually a big fan of his art. So I think he draws a very unique Superman. It's kind of like a pudgy Superman. He's very almost like a circus strongman Superman. But it's a really beautiful story.
While you're opening that, dude, I finally got this wave in. You had this figure from this wave for 4 months before I got a single figure from the wave in. It's the Villains wave. Jess and I were both so ticked off at how long we had to wait.
I've had Doom for about 2 months.
Yeah, I got Doom. I got Lady Deathstrike, Scientist Supreme. I actually was probably least looking forward to the hood of the wave, but he's the one I'm most excited about now because I've seen a lot of good pictures with that head sculpt because he's yelling. So
I know why you like him. I know the main reason why you like him. Because you can use him as a random bystander in the back.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
He just looks so weird. He just looks like some random dude who's like, "Oh, this cape looks cool."
I'm super obsessed with civilians.
You are.
Absolutely. Civilians in suits especially. Like, I'm seriously going to do an accounting firm scene. Just like
I love these shooting effects.
The gun effects are
It also has smoke effects too.
Oh, see,
They
that's
come
what
from the
Black
barrel.
Widow came with. They're so good, dude.
So cool.
You can look like he just shot someone and the gun is smoking.
So yeah, this figure came really, really nice. It seems like he didn't even take it out of the packaging and all. So that's
Near
awesome.
mint in the chat. Where's your invite?
We should get
Check
Omar
your email.
and Joaquin in here at the same time.
Check your email, dude. It's in your email. What do you mean? Where's Jess? Well, he thought you were going to be on the show. So he was like, well, if Omar's
Jess didn't want to be on if Omar was on, so he just said no.
He was like 2 Omnibros, 1 chat. I don't know. It doesn't sound right. Yeah, I do agree. That Magic Blast Bullet looks great. Do you think that we'll ever get an all-white Phantom X? I think it's possible.
Is that from the? I just read the end of Remender's run yesterday.
I think it's definitely possible.
I remember the end where it's 3 different Phantom X's show up because they have 3 different brains. And I can't remember if one of them was all white or not.
Let's see. Is your Lady Deathstrike ever so slightly to its left like yours? Let's see.
Are her fingers easily bent?
I don't know.
I haven't taken it out yet.
We're going to find out. I can't really tell. You decide for yourself. James wants to know, am I going to buy all the TMNT Power Ranger crossover toys?
If you don't have to ask Tyler if he's going to buy something.
I'm definitely not going to buy these because I already bought these. Omar sent them to me and I instantly bought them.
I like having the one gun shooting and the one gun with smoke coming out of it.
That's awesome, dude. That's super cool. What if the Avengers turned evil and joined Hydra? That would be cool.
Where's your toy cam?
Oh, I do need to get out the toy cam. That's right, man. Almost forgot. You checked your emails and your spam box was empty. That doesn't sound right. Are you sure? I sent it to nearmintcondition@gmail.com. I thought that was it, right?
Well, next Imaginaut, you remember more about New X-Men than I did. I just read it a couple weeks ago.
You finally got your head on McFarlane's Red Hood. They stopped. Oh, dude. Did you like it? I love that figure. It's like one of my favorite McFarlane figures.
I really want to get that 2-pack, but it's not really easy to get anymore.
There you go. Billy, check your email. Check your spam. What do you mean, where's your invite? Check your spam. Heroing 2.0, off topic. But do you guys like Everybody Loves Raymond? Bro, I'm not going to lie, man. I actually do like Everybody Loves Raymond. And the more I watch it as a married adult with kids, the more funny and relatable I find.
My favorite episode is whenever his brother Robert's girlfriend eats the fly. You ever see that one?
Such a good episode.
That's a great episode. Dude. No, actually, my favorite episode as a married man is whenever Ray and his wife come back from a vacation, and him and his wife notice that nobody took the suitcase upstairs, and then it becomes like a competition over who's gonna be the one to take. And it's like it was funny when I was younger, but it's even funnier when you're married when you realize how that stuff actually happens.
Yeah, stuff like that totally happens. My favorite, the episode that I quote the most is there's an episode where Ray is winning an award for writing, and he tells his wife that she's got to be ready to leave at a certain time, and he's like, if you're not ready, I'm leaving without you. And then he actually leaves without her. So then he gets to the award show, and everyone's like, "Where's Deb?" And he's like, "I told her she wasn't ready. I was leaving without her." And they're like, horrified because they know she's going to be so mad. So every time I go somewhere without my wife, like to a big event, and people are like, "Where's Jenny?" That's the first thing I tell them. I'm like, "Look, I told her she had to be ready by 8. If she was ready, I'm going to leave without her." 99% of people know that I'm joking. 1% of people fear that I'm not, and they're like, "Oh, he's going to get killed. He's absolutely going to get killed."
The one annoying thing about Phantom X are these like little pouches that fall down off his leg. They're going to be around his ankle. Do you remember this?
Oh, dude. Those there's the Cyclops Marvel Legend falls all the time. All the time, the little pouch. All right, so here's Scientist Supreme. Extremely big fan of this Scientist Supreme. Look at this, dude. This is a great Scientist Supreme. Just a smooth design. Like,
is he part of Hydra?
He's Scientist Supreme.
Yeah,
he's part of AIM. He's the leader of AIM.
Oh, you're right, AIM. Sorry, I've never really seen him in a comic book before.
He's just or one of the leaders. This is a smooth figure. Like, I love the design. I'm shocked. It's such a sleek design. Very well done. Very well made. Very excited about it. Those X-Men garters, bells. Yeah, dude, it's crazy, dude.
And that makes us very small feet.
Favorite comedic team from Black and White days has to. Wow, it is small feet, dude. Only you would notice that. Favorite.
You know what they say about small feet? Small socks.
Who says that? I've never heard that. All right, we got our buddy Joachim Comic Center in the chat. What's up, Joachim?
Hey, you're not Omar from Near Mint Condition.
Or even better.
Yeah.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
What's
Dude,
up?
Good
What's
to
up?
see you, man. Thank you for joining.
No problem. What are you doing?
Just unboxing, chilling, hanging out, man.
Nice.
Talking about toys and comics and all of the good stuff. All of the good stuff. Let's see,
Awesome.
it's a belt for heavy lifting today. Yeah, this looks like a heavy lifting weight belt. Look at that. That is a great weight belt. All right, Joachim, settle it for us. How do you say your name? Wait. No. Don't tell me. Taylor. How do you say his name?
I think it's Joachim. And
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Tyler whispers it.
Because I want to get it right, dude. Relax.
I mean, I have this talk like with every guest that I have on my channel, and though I haven't posted any of those interviews yet on my channel, I mean, the name always comes up, and I don't know what's the deal. I mean, you're not even gonna be able to pronounce it anyways with an American accent and everything.
I want to make my best effort, though. You know.
So why would I like try to perfect it? I don't care. Let's go and talk some comics instead.
Yeah, what a jerk, Tyler.
Oh man, too funny.
I mean, we have different iterations of that. Let's go with Jay.
Just Jay.
That's what I told Jess the first time I was meeting him. So
That's hilarious. I love it, dude. I love it. Let's see. European brother. Hail to the far north.
right on.
So, have you watched Suicide Squad? I just saw your message where you said you were going to watch it.
Yes, I watched it. For me, that was last night.
Okay. Your no spoiler review. Did you like it or dislike it?
I did. I like it. I liked it. Yes.
Awesome.
And I mean, I'm a DC fan at heart, so they have an easy buy into my liking and everything. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. And it's not really a sequel. It's not a reboot. It's just its own thing, just like the comic books. It's just a different writer for this one. And yeah, it was fun.
I'm excited about it. I'm going to watch it. For us, when's it come out, Taylor? Give me the...
It's going to be on HBO Max tonight at 7 EST. So that's when I'm going to be watching it.
7 EST tonight? Wow. So they're doing like an actual release time, not just like...
Yeah, because it'll be in theaters at that same time. So I think they thought we'll put it on HBO Max that same time as well.
That's awesome. Mr. J. Mr. J. Archie, Mr. J.
I did cosplay him one time.
It has to be better than the first
That's
one.
awesome.
I'll say that. It has
The
to be better
Suicide
than
Squad?
Yeah, it has to at least be better than the first one.
I'll never forget, and this is a small spoiler for the first one, but you know, at the
Nobody
beginning, when they're doing the intros of all the characters, I absolutely loved the fact that they gave a backstory for all but one character. And you're like, well, obviously he's going to die right away because you didn't even get a backstory. And
The guy with the ropes.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the name.
I love it.
But this movie does have an advantage, and that is that, I mean, this new one is R-rated and everything.
Oh, that's true. Suicide Squad last night was really good. King Shark being the highlight. Man, King Shark is great, dude. Everything I've ever seen of King Shark, I've actually loved. Except for, I think, the Flash TV show. I think he was on the Flash show, but it was like just a random one-off. Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
I think he's on a couple times.
CGI project, just big monster.
Dude, this Lady Deathstrike. Maybe I'll have this Lady Deathstrike fighting Wolverine in ruins. Maybe that's what I'll do. I feel like that could work. I feel good about that. I just love the fingers and the hands. It's so good. Joachim, have you ever gotten any action figures? Do you ever get into collecting figures or statues or anything?
I collected statues for a while. I picked up like some sideshow statues.
Wow, those
That
are the
I
nice
had-
ones.
Yeah, and then I had sold them off, but still, I enjoyed them for the time that I had them.
That's awesome.
I had the Huntress premium format 1/4 scale,
That's
in
awesome, dude.
like the classic suit she wore during let's see here, the Birds of Prey when Ed Benes was still writing, and also the Batwoman statue, also with 1/4 scale.
That's awesome, dude.
Tyler, is it weird that at the bottom of Phantom X's foot it says 2012? Do you think it's reused?
Oh, that is interesting. That's very clearly a reprint. Like that's when the original figure came out, right?
I can't even get him to stand up. His feet are so small.
That's so funny. Look, I'm looking at the feet on this Lady Deathstrike, which I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what's it
show
say
her
on the
face
bottom?
up in a sec. And it says China and then a number next to it.
What about the other foot?
Yeah, Hasbro 2021. It says Hasbro Marvel 2021. That's I have probably had 500 Marvel Hasbro figures.
Yeah.
I've never once looked at their feet. Never once have I thought. I
wouldn't normally look at his feet, but I can't get him to stand up. His feet are so small.
Oh man!
Did I get a defective Phantom X?
Nice. Maybe you did. No, you just got to get that balancing right. You know, some of those figures are a little bit difficult to.
His cloak makes it very hard. It's very heavy.
Let's see. For the 2016 Suicide Squad, which is better, the theatrical or extended cut? Well, I've only seen the theatrical.
I had no desire to watch it anymore. I was like, I can't watch that again.
The extended cut has some more scenes with Harley and Joker, I think, but I don't think that really adds much more than that to it.
Look at this eye. Look at this face sculpt. Well, I wish my camera would zoom in. This is a gorgeous face sculpt. Like the way that they make these faces, unreal. Like I'm blown away that there's a machine out there that can like get the detail so well done. Doug is back. Yeah, we took it up a notch, dude. We brought in the heavy hitters.
Yo,
We brought in the big time heavy hitters.
I don't think that. But
For those who don't know, which would be nobody probably, you have an awesome channel, and
Thank you.
Everybody should go check it out. I really loved your minimalist video that you made. It was like your new apartment /
which one of them?
Well, the newest one that you sent was my favorite. It was so good.
Thank
Loved
you.
that video, dude. Very, very talented. Very
Thank you.
good.
I took a lot of time with that one.
I mean, people don't realize just how long a video like that takes to make. Like a 5-minute video can take hours and hours and hours between editing, footing, cutting, voiceover. Like it can take so long. But
Yeah, but I like the process of it, and I'm getting more and more into cinematography and everything, and looking at other channels and try to take inspiration from those.
it's fun.
But
Dude.
just trying to stand out a bit. I mean, with thousands of comic book collector videos.
Dude, no doubt, man. There's a bunch of good comic book collectors out there, but I like that you got your own feel and vibe for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, I was showing, just like everybody else, showing off the haul videos and graphic novel collections and review videos, of course. I mean, they can only take you so far, I guess.
Yeah.
And after 9-something years, I mean, had to do something. Just to not bore myself, really.
Yeah. That's why
process.
over here at Super Squad D, we just open up toys and chill. That's all. That's all. I do have a video coming out this week that is called How to Get Any Whale You Want at a Good Price.
Oh.
And it is, and that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it is how I got all the whales, both action figures and books, just for new collectors, people who like, oh, I really want this, but it's really pricey. It's how I ended up getting stuff for a really good price. And I thought maybe someone out there would find the tips useful. Some of the stuff that I did that maybe not a lot of people know. I mean, it's stuff that like you guys probably know, but you know, maybe there's someone out there who doesn't know some of this stuff. What is y'all's ranking for your favorite sitcom?
Sitcoms.
Seinfeld's my favorite.
Seinfeld's got to be up towards the top for sure.
I'm someone who will admit that Friends isn't that great, but I grew up watching it so much, and it's part of like my family, watch time. It's like has a nostalgic place in my heart. But if I had just started watching it like now for the first time, I probably wouldn't love it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I guess it's a sitcom, but my favorite one has always been Scrubs. But
Scrubs is in my top 5 for sure, dude.
But they don't have a laugh track, so I mean, is it really sitcom then?
It doesn't really have to be. Yeah, I don't think it really has to be in front of a live studio audience.
Scrubs was in my top 5 favorite shows of all time, almost certainly. Like,
nice.
It's just such a good show, dude. It's so good. I'm just glad no one said The Cosby Show. That would be awkward.
Well, I was about to, but you didn't give me a chance.
My bad, dude. I cut you off right before you were about to talk about how much you love the show. That's my bad. The guy from the Deluxe Editions did amazing book shot reviews. Yeah, he did do some really cool shot reviews, Marcelo.
Yeah, I've been in contact with Alex ever since before and after he left YouTube. I mean, because I guess the guy really works with editing and shooting videos and photography and everything. So for him, maybe I can just guess that it kind of saturated what was work and what was free time for him. And so I guess he had to leave for a while. But I mean, those videos, I mean, I tried to emulate his channel a while just to start to make a new thing and try to showcase books like more in a fashionable state, I guess, trying to put all these glorious slide shots and everything. Then shooting that, I realized that it's so much more than just slide shots on his books.
Yeah.
It's so much editing that goes into it to make it look that good. And you don't have to have a 4K camera per se, but truly helps with his videos. And yeah, he's a great guy also.
I don't know if this is true for you guys or not, but just kind of piggybacking off of what you're saying, like when a hobby gets close to a job, it can become really unfun. If you do something for your job, you often have a hobby that's totally different because you want to do something different. You want to relax. And it can be pretty tough when your hobby suddenly becomes your job or becomes like a job. I think for me, that definitely, like, for a brief period of time over the course of my life, I have attempted to somehow make a hobby a job. And it's always left me feeling drained and ruining the hobby that I'm taking part in. So I could see where if you felt like, oh man, I do this all day, I need a break from it. Like he may not want to make those types of videos anymore if that's what he does for a living. I could see that. And I can't speak for him, but I could see that mentality for sure.
Yeah.
Man, this effect, Taylor, look at his effect, dude.
That is pretty awesome.
I still
can't get Phantom X to stand up.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. I got a feeling. You may have to get a stand. You can make a stand. You got
I have a DC McFarlane stand, but he doesn't fit in there.
Yeah, it's tragic.
But I do have a figure that I think will stand his wide feet, and that's Thanos.
Oh, what a great figure, dude!
I love the King Thanos head, the head swap. And I love the little snap gauntlet he has. I'll take that out right now.
Tyler, I checked out some photos on your Instagram, on your latest ones, on your action figures, and you have to do a video from start to finish process on how to make those scenes.
Dude,
people would like that. People want to know different tricks and everything to get those angles and shots.
Thank you for the encouragement, man. I've really found a love of photography in the last 4 months since I started that Instagram account that I did not know was going to be there. I've recorded half of a video of how I set up 3 different scenes. It's not like super in depth in terms of like exactly this, and this, but it's the 3 scenes and kind of just my thought process behind it.
Yeah.
I just haven't edited it. It's just in there. It just needs to be edited.
It's always that. I mean, it's always easier to shoot. I mean, I shoot like 3 videos at a time.
Yeah.
Thinking that I can maybe use this footage later.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great idea, dude.
And so I end up with like 90% plus backlog of footage that I don't ever use. But
Well, hopefully that will be posted sometime soon, just to show kind of like my thought process in creating a scene and how to create the environment. One thing that I found for myself is true is the first shot is almost never good. Like I always take a shot, I edit it, and I look at it, and I'm like, what do I want different? I'll text it to Taylor, or I'll text it to somebody else and be like, hey, what do you think? And then Taylor will be like, it's trash. You should throw your camera away.
I love the snap gauntlet.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude.
Nice.
Let me highlight you. That's a great figure.
Well, speaking of price per plastic, this is awesome for $30.
I think that is one of the it was a Build-A-Figure, dude. That was a Build-A-Figure.
I mean, that's why I love him and the Kingpin. They're just so worth the money that you spend.
It's incredible. I love the colors on that figure too. Like, look at the blues, the purple, the eyes. That's incredible, dude.
Are you someone who gets mad about the marbling on some of the stuff that's supposed to look like metal?
The marbling on the metal. What do you mean?
They talk about like his like little yellow thing. See how there's like some marbling here?
Oh,
like
that doesn't bug me at all.
People, I mean, on like YouTube, on like, you know, toy channels, they're always talking about how they hate that kind of stuff.
It didn't bother me at all.
I wouldn't have noticed unless they said something.
Maybe I'm weird like that.
have either of you ever thought about custom painting some of your action figures?
I'm sure Tyler has.
I have about 5 custom figures, none of which have I done myself. I'm not brave enough to do the painting myself. I thought about it multiple times, but I'm just not quite brave enough to do them myself. But I do love the idea of custom figures. My biggest problem was I got custom figures made, and then like a year later, Hasbro released the original version, and the customs were like significantly more expensive to have made. So
I love this face
I
sculpt.
ended up stopping. Oh, that's the best one, dude. The old man Thanos.
I'm keeping this one on.
For sure. You got Silver Surfer Black you're going to put next to him?
I do have the Obsidian one, yeah, from the story. Isn't that what it was called from? Isn't that what it was called from the Marvel Legends? Silver Surfer Obsidian or something like that. It was something weird.
I don't know. I don't remember the name of the Marvel Legends. I just remember the story being awesome. Donny Cates, have you read that book? Marvel Universe by Donny Cates?
I am not. I'm so behind on Marvel stuff, and it's less and less Marvel stuff that interests me per se.
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to, I should say, in counter to that, the new Daredevil Omnibus that should be released later this month.
It got moved to November.
No.
The Charles Soule Omnibus got moved to November 2nd.
Okay.
Everyone's very upset about it.
I'll hang on, I guess. So we'll get the Amazing Spider-Man Volume 5 then. I'm very much looking forward to that one.
Yeah, there was 2 Omnis moved. I can't remember what the second one was.
Of course, it's going to be that one.
I don't think it was that one. I remember it being something else, but I know Daredevil's been moved.
There's some good comments here that I missed, guys. Sorry while I was talking so much. I missed some good comments. We got favorite sitcoms people were talking about. 30
Future
Rock.
Omnidog's here, and he's upset.
Future Omnidog is upset. Oh, no. Oh, boy. It still sounds like
Your past self couldn't be here. Sorry.
It's true. Your past self couldn't be here. What is the account name? I don't know what exactly Ryan's talking about, but I'm just going to say at SSD Toys if you're asking about my
I think he means at Minister of Comics on Instagram.
My favorite sitcoms. Yeah, Community is up there for sure.
Oh, Curb Your Enthusiasm is one of my top favorites, too.
I've never seen it.
It's awesome.
It's amazing. We need some more kaiju. Dude, I've thought about getting a few kaiju figures. I don't know anything about kaiju in general, like Godzilla. I've only seen like 1 or 2 movies, but I would get the figures because they look cool. So Gabriel wants to know, Taylor, if he can find that on eBay for a good price.
I got it off of Amazon for $30, which is really good. It was cheaper than whenever it first came out, I think.
Okay, so you got it on Amazon for $30.
Yeah, let me look if it's still on there.
I couldn't remember.
That was also, things can change a lot in the action figure world.
True.
I've gotten things, and then like a couple hours later, they're gone. So
Yeah.
let me look on Amazon.
All right, we got the Build-A-Figure coming along here.
Do you have all the parts?
I do. Well, once I open them, we'll see how he looks in the end. Zenmu, which I've only read.
Oh, he's on Amazon for $1 cheaper than I got him.
Oh, dude. You know what? You should send him back. Pack it back up. Send it back to Amazon.
I'm going to get that $1. That's well worth the effort.
You got robbed.
Well
dude.
worth the effort.
I love this Red Skull figure. Look at his face. It's like, I swear I'm gonna have to take a photo of like a dental photo.
That's
Like
He looks
come
like
on
someone
down,
who's
Red
he looks like
Skull.
an alien trying to figure out how to smile.
looks like a Colgate commercial smile.
Is this smiling? Colgate. Grab your toothbrush. Let your toothbrush do the work. Colgate. Oh man, that is funny, dude. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have to do something with this figure right here and smiling because that is too fantastic. Oh man, that is good stuff. Alias was also moved to December.
Oh.
Good to
I already
know.
have that omnibus. So.
Me too, but I'm still sad for people that has to wait
Yeah.
longer for that boot
Same
because
here.
it's just awesome.
Since Jess isn't here, I'll be him. I don't care about anybody else.
That is what
I have
Jess
it,
said.
so I don't care. I mean, I just want to fill the void that Jess has left.
That's hilarious. Crashline has the Donny Cates Omni and says it's the funnest omnibus he's read in years. I was blown away by it too. It's just so. I mean, here's the thing. All right, if you say, what if we took Frank Castle and we made him a Ghost Rider, and then we took him as Ghost Rider and made him a Herald of Galactus, you would be like, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. Why would you do that? But Donny Cates makes it awesome. It's so good. That's the premise of one of his books.
Yeah, I think
Tyler-
the most fun I've had with an omnibus this year is All New Wolverine by Tom Taylor. That was probably my omnibus of the year. I love that book so much.
High praise, dude.
It's hard to. I've never read anything bad by Tom Taylor. Not one thing.
His Friendly
We-
Neighborhood Spider-Man series.
We need to get a hardcover of that, Tyler. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's not big
Yeah.
enough for an Omni, but would
I
you
want
buy a
that.
hardcover? Would you buy a hardcover of it since an omnibus is impossible?
Definitely. And I would
Okay.
recover it with a book cover that says Omnibus
Because you have a problem.
because I have a huge problem. The grin is terrifying. Thanos is on BBTS also. Do you think that Daredevil by Soul is a good buy for someone who is a newer Daredevil fan? He's on the fence about getting it.
I would say no, simply because a big part of it is predicated upon Mark Waid's run,
Yeah.
where Daredevil he has to make known his identity. And at the beginning of Soul's run, his identity has been put back in the bottle and nobody knows who he is.
I haven't read either.
Well,
But-
Tyler, everyone knew he was
Yeah.
wearing that Matt Murdock suit and saying, I am Daredevil and stuff. I mean, that's been really well known for years.
Okay.
There you go.
Wow.
Well, I'm just trying to help a viewer, Tyler. If I have to hurt you in the process, I'm willing to do it.
Oh my gosh, sports. The only consolation is that I'll almost certainly forget by the time I read it.
I didn't
You
ruin
probably will.
I didn't ruin it in Charles Soule's run. It starts out that way. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to say what happens with his secret identity after that. But
Okay. Well,
you're going to go into it really confused. Like, what happened? Why?
I'm still on. I finished the last Daredevil I read. I haven't read. Yeah, I haven't read Mark Waid's. I haven't read Waid's, Soule's, or.
So I would say you need to go, if you're going to start with modern Daredevil, you need to start with Kevin Smith's Guardian Devil, because something really important happens to a character. I'm not going to spoil
now
it.
you're not going to
I'm not gonna spoil it because Tyler did it.
Okay.
But something really important happens to a character that plays out later on. Then read Bendis, then read Brubaker, then Mark Waid, then Soule, and then reads Chip Zdarsky's current run, which is awesome.
So you're going to skip Shadowlands.
I haven't read it, so
You can read the main issues.
All you need to know. I mean,
Agree.
there's only one part of Mark Waid's run that even touches on Shadowland, and it's very quick. It's very early on. You don't even really need to know anything about Shadowlands to get the rest
I
of the
quite
book.
enjoyed Shadowlands, the main event.
I just don't want to buy an omnibus for just a couple issues because the rest aren't even good from what I've heard.
Oh,
Taylor,
toy photographer Omnidog.
Wow, there's even more.
Taylor, have you ever read the Daredevil End of Days?
Ooh,
Yeah, that is pretty good actually. I mean, it wasn't my favorite. Where's my Marvel shelf? Oh, it's over here. It used to be behind me, so I'm confused.
Yeah.
I just reorganized everything. If you want to see
Yeah, I saw.
my collection, go at Minister of Comics on Instagram. I
Yeah.
did like End of Days. It wasn't my favorite of all the Bendis material, but it's definitely worth the read after you finished his major run on the character.
But I had a Daredevil readathon once I went through every of my Marvel books in my collection and read from Frank Miller up till Bendis, Brubaker, Wade, and then End of Days because we didn't have any more Omnibus. I mean, it still works even with other writers writing the character in between, I feel.
Yeah, and Oxmeat Pete, I was talking about modern Daredevil. I wasn't saying not to read Frank Miller. I was just saying if you want to get into modern Daredevil, here's the stuff you have to read.
I pretty much heard you just say when you're describing Daredevil, Frank Miller's the worst, his Daredevil's terrible, nobody read it. That's what I took away from your
What
story.
I'm hearing you saying is that you're a jerk. And is that what I'm hearing right now?
That's what
I'm just really trying to honor the spirit of Jess Bragg right now by ragging on you as much as I can.
Jess would be doing that. Deadpool Classic Volume 1. Hey, Deadpool Classic Volume 1 is a good classic. I actually quite enjoyed it. Jesse, say what says, what do you think McFarlane taking over DC Direct will actually mean? Well, I think a few things. One, I do agree that we will be getting some better figures, at least better articulation, which I know people slam the McFarlane figures because they say they don't have good articulation. But compared to some of the DC Directs that we've gotten over the years,
it has toe articulation.
It does have toe articulation.
Marvel
And
Legends don't even usually have that.
The only part of the articulation that I really don't like is there's usually no upper thigh swivel. And sometimes the middle joints, like the ab crunch and the middle joints aren't very good. But I do think that they will do a really good job of bringing more characters to life, and we will get more characters. Like, I think we will actually get more figures from it because McFarlane is really good about putting out a ton of figures. The downside is they're all going to be Batman.
I need a good Superman. That's what
and
I
not
need.
regular Batman, only variant Batman.
Yeah,
from
only
different
variant Batman. That's
multiverse.
right. Yeah.
I just need a good classic Superman and Wonder Woman. The Superman 1000 does not look good. The chest plate looks weird. He looks super thin and emaciated, and his face is like curved like this. It's like I wasn't a fan.
Call me. Oh yeah, people want this Omnibus big time, dude. I've heard this go around for a while now. People really want that. You guys should make Omar do that. Why hasn't he done that yet? If Omar really cared about you, he would make that happen.
Omar has the power to do anything you want him to do at Marvel.
What is? I heard that Taylor hates Daredevil.
I only named my dog Murdoch because I hate Daredevil.
That's right.
Yeah.
To fuel the hate even more every day.
Yeah, to keep that hatred fresh.
What is a good Spider-Man omnibus? Well, I actually made a video called "The Best Places to Start with Modern Spider-Man." If you want more detailed answer, but in general, I think for an omnibus, the only choice is really Roger Stern, unless you just absolutely hate slightly dated writing, because it's not super dated, it's just slightly dated, but it's a Peter Parker who's single in college, great supporting cast, really fantastic artwork, and some good stories. That's probably your best choice for an omnibus. That's not where I would actually recommend anyone start reading, though, Spider-Man. I think a good place to start is Brand New Day.
Or Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man's a great choice.
And it's getting a reprint this December, which I'll be picking up. So I think that actually is the best place to start.
It is, especially if you want something super modern and you like the idea of Peter Parker being a kid.
Even though it is very outdated. You say modern, but it's like, if you read it, it's very outdated. It's from the early 2000s.
I haven't read it now.
Technology-wise, it's sort of outdated with some of the references of the work and everything around it, but still works.
It still works, yeah. I'm just saying, it's over 20 years. I think it's 20 years old at this point. Yeah. So it is.
Don't say that. Don't say that. What's wrong with you?
Whenever it came out, Tyler was 20 years old. So,
Taylor, look at this figure. I don't know if you've seen this figure, dude. But this is an awesome figure I just opened. You seen this?
I've only had it for 2 months longer than you. So
I'm blown away by one thing that Hasbro in the last year, really 2 years, I've noticed has come so far on is their designs of their torsos on characters. Like, these look seamless. These are so well done and well smoothed out compared to the old ones, which had like really awkward ab crunch joints right there where you could see like the joints in the middle of their stomach. The design and the seamlessness is really good. That's how I felt about the Iron Man wave that just came out too. I am extremely excited about this. Let's see. Anyone wish we got into modern Conan Marvel Legends? Taylor and I were talking about our most wanted Marvel character, our most wanted action figures, and one of the things that we mentioned after the show we did that day was Conan. That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome. I have some blood effect for the sword. That'd be awesome.
That'd be great. We know it's Murdoch from the A-Team, not Murdoch from Spider-Man. Flo Mofo is here. What's up, Flo? Flo loves the microaggression today.
What microaggressions? We haven't, or maybe.
Taylor, I've been microaggressive to Tyler on Jess's behalf, so I'm just doing it to be a good friend.
To torture me a little bit.
Jess wouldn't be happy if he knew I wasn't keeping that alive on this show.
That's true. Future Omnidog, were you happy when Taylor did this?
He did say he was earlier.
I got 2 figures left in this wave to open. I know Taylor. I know you got to bounce pretty soon. What time?
I have like 10 more minutes. And I gotta go.
So one of the things that we always do here, guys, and this will be Joachim's first time to do it.
Oh God!
Is we do FAQs, which of course stands for Fast Answers to Questions. What will we answer? Will we answer any question, Taylor?
As long as it is rude about Tyler, we will.
Yeah.
What is wrong with Tyler? Like,
we will answer any questions, including is Taylor a real minister, but only starting from here forward. So get your questions in. We're going to let them pile up, and we're going to take 2 minutes to answer them as quickly as we can. No question is off limits, but we can't guarantee the answer is right. But we do have an answer for everything here. I can promise you that. It just may not be the right answer.
So as you get in your questions, Tyler will show off the last 2 figures he has.
Yeah, I've got – this is high school Lex Luthor on his way to prom, upset that his date stood up. This really looks like a high school Lex Luthor, dude. If I had a Superboy, I could take a really cool photo. I'm torn because I like suited characters, but I don't know anything about Arcade other than he made a really good Sega Genesis X-Men game called Arcade.
He was just oh, you know what, I saw him and he was in M.O.C, the TV show.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
He was in M.O.C?
Yeah, I love that show. That show was so much fun.
Wait,
it's actually pretty good.
It was good.
Is it all the way out?
Yeah, they released it all at once.
Really?
On Hulu.
Oh, not over here. We have to wait each week.
I can only speak for us in America. So
of course. I mean, so you'll get both experience sides here.
I love that show. It's great. Tyler, you would really like it. As he whispers to himself.
Is it better than Harley Quinn or worse than Harley Quinn?
I would say Harley Quinn's better.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think it's comparable and its humor's a little bit different than Harley Quinn.
I'm a big fan of Patton Oswalt.
Then you'll enjoy it.
All right, guys, we've almost got Zenmu built. We're super close. One more figure. As soon as I put the final link in the chain, we're going to do rapid FAQs. Okay, what head? I'm going to let you two decide, but Joachim's vote counts 2 and Taylor's counts for 1/2. What head should I go with? Long hair for Arcade or short hair?
Short hair.
Short hair.
It's been decided by 2.5 votes to 0. It has been decided. The old short hair. Yeah, I'm feeling a Red Skull pick. There's got to be a Colgate.
You have to get a little mini toothbrush.
I know. I was just wondering that. Like, do I have a brush? Could I make a?
You have a lot of doll stuff. Why don't you use some of that?
Honestly, I might have a Colgate box. I could go buy like some new toothpaste and have the box sitting over the top of it like a banner. I don't know. The possibilities are.
Or just print it out.
Yeah, or I could just print it. That'd be way smarter or smoother as well. I need a color printer though. That's the only problem.
Details.
Okay, guys. Rapid FAQs. Any questions? Go.
What's your last figure?
This is the last figure and probably the one I'm most excited about from the wave. I don't know. I was pretty excited about Lady Deathstrike. Dormammu.
Jess is excited about this. Doesn't Jess love Dormammu?
Jess has a hate relationship with the old Dormammu Build-A-Figure. Jess is the only person I've ever known to get so angry at a Build-A-Figure that he threw it in the trash. like he actually just threw it away, and it's a valuable figure.
That sounds about right.
He just got so frustrated because he couldn't get it put together that he just said, "Forget it." I just like how many hands it comes with.
That is pretty rare to get that many hands. Usually, I get 2
hands and
the fire effects too are cool.
the fire effects. Yeah, that's great, dude. I don't really know. I may have to do a picture in front of the little globe I had. That would be a good one. That I tried to do with Thanos, but I wasn't super satisfied with the way it turned out. I don't know. All right, getting ready to put this last one in, and then we are going to hit these questions, and then Taylor's got to bounce, and I need to go to have to get back to work. Boo! But for you, Joachim, it's nighttime over there.
Yeah.
You could do whatever you want.
Yeah. Vacation and all.
That's amazing. I'm so jealous.
Taylor, props to your photos on your graphic novel collection. And
thank you.
Your new shelf and everything. Looks good.
Thank you.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
it was nice to reorganize everything, so I don't have my stacks of shame lying around anymore that have been building up for 6 months. So I'm really excited about it. The closet that I opened up and took a bunch of crap out of and put the new shelf in makes the room look a lot bigger and cooler. So I'm excited about that.
And your wife was good with it, which is the most important.
It was her idea
Yeah.
because my wife has been. I think Tyler's wife feels the same way. My wife hates clutter, even clutter she can't see but know exists.
Yeah.
So my closet was
same.
filled with my wife was really bummed out about this closet that was filled with so much stuff and so many boxes that was piled up. And she said, "Why don't you put a new shelf in there?" And I was like, "You know what? That's a great idea."
The key is to let it get so bad that she can't stand it and she's willing to let you get another.
We just have to set the bar very low for our wives, Tyler, so it's really easy for us to step over it.
Well, they married us, so I'd say that already has been set on the day we said I do, but
The low bar.
the low bar. All right, guys, fast answers to question. Here we go. Zenmu is built. Questions begin. And I'm going to pause the music. So
Is he even playing?
Was there music?
I don't think it's been playing for a very long time.
No, it's been playing. Chat, could you hear it in the background? No. I've been the only one who could hear it the whole time. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think when you shared screen, I think is when it went away. When I shared your screen. I'm just technology, man. All right. Scrolling up to the first question. Looks like we're going to start with does Kingpin have an innie or an outie? Oh, it's almost certainly an outie. Right?
It has to be an outie with that big belly.
It would be amazing if it wasn't any.
I think he was born. I think he was born with an innie, but it became an outie.
Wow, there you go. How about a Dead Earth Wonder Woman figure that comes with a spine whip? That would be awesome. And
it feels like something McFarlane would do.
I do love that. That book is awesome. Tyler, you need to read that. It's really,
I've seen
really
the
good.
designs and like it, so I do need to read it. Taylor, is there any character you would buy a Hot Toys for that hasn't been made?
Hot Toys are too rich for my blood. If Tyler doesn't even buy them, there's no way I'm going to buy them. Because Tyler buys like every action figure, but he still is saying no to Hot Toys, so I can't go down that.
You've been wearing on me on the Hot Toys, though.
I think with how much you buy of other things, you can afford them. You just have to buy less of other things.
You were You were really trying to convince me the other day on the Luke.
I was more trying to say you should get a Spider-Man before Luke.
Yeah, that's
fair. Is it the Luke Skywalker from the?
Yeah, the new one.
Yeah.
If someone hasn't watched that yet, that's their fault.
Well, exactly.
Is Taylor a real minister?
What does everyone think?
That's what I want to know. The question is what everyone thinks more so. I'll say that minister has to be pretty closely defined there if you want to know the truth to that one. What is a weird food preference? Okay. What weird food preferences do each of you, I'm guessing, have? I really, really like lemon pepper. I don't know why, but I feel like lemon pepper is better on everything.
Lemon. I don't think I've ever had lemon pepper.
I think I use ketchup on a lot of stuff.
There you go. All right, Taylor, what's your weird
I
food?
think how much salt and butter I put on my corn on the cob would probably gross out most people. Like yesterday, like Tyler, like whenever you have corn on the cob, do you put butter on, like stick butter on it?
Of course.
My wife didn't have stick butter yesterday for our corn on the cob.
Okay.
So I had to get the butter out of the container with a knife and then massage it on the corn on the cob. And she comes over, she's like, "That's absolutely disgusting." I'm like, "Well, it's your fault. I didn't want to massage this.
It's your fault. Yeah,
I didn't want to massage this corn with the butter, but it makes it taste so much better. So it's worth the effort. It's worth the high blood pressure.
Flipping psycho. Favorite fair food? Oh, chicken on a stick for me.
It has to be funnel cake because that's the only place you can get funnel cake.
Don't really go to fairs.
There you go. Is Spiderman by Michelini McFarlane Omnibus worth getting? I quite enjoyed it, but it's very 90s.
It's very 90s, really nice artwork if you like that style, and pretty mature for its time. I mean, it kind of changed some bits, and it matured a bit, the title, with that run, I think.
Agreed. Should country music be banned?
Yes.
Certainly. Yes.
Yes. The worst of all the music styles.
Agree. I like every music style except for country.
Tyler even likes Creed.
Okay, well, I don't know why you said it like that, but you said you want a Conan figure, but you're holding a Conan O'Brien figure right now.
I get the big swoosh on the top.
Which omnibus in your collection would be the least disappointing to lose?
I just sold it a couple months ago, so I just sold my Grayson omnibus a couple months ago because I didn't love it.
I'm gonna say New Warriors because I haven't read it, and I know that would hurt Omar if he heard it.
7 Soldiers of Victory, maybe. I don't know. It's still a great run, but I love my books very much, so it's just down there.
I want Tyler to sell me that omnibus because he's never going to read it.
Yeah, I've been on me about that.
can't imagine Tyler ever reading that, ever.
What?
Tyler hasn't read a comic in 6 months, so I doubt he's
That's
going to
not
read it.
true. That's not true.
Tyler, how many comics have you read in the past month?
I read 50 like not long ago.
Manga? You read manga.
Oh my god.
Don't act like you read comics.
Dude, unbelievable. What's the best movie of 2021 so far?
I'm hoping Suicide Squad because there hasn't really been any movies this year that I've loved.
I don't think I've watched any new movie for this year, so Suicide Squad, I guess.
Actually, Luca. I loved Luca.
Luca
That was fantastic.
Great. I haven't seen
that made me
Suicide
cry.
Squad, so Luca's my answer as well. That was good. Let's see. George Michael, yay or yay? Yay or yay?
I'm not a big George Michael fan. I
I
usually like Michael Cera, but I think he's one of my least favorite characters on the show.
Did Jess happen to share Tyler's? No, you know what? No.
Yeah, Stanley, you know how to get in contact.
Stanley, how did you even
Stanley,
get
you know how to get in contact with me, so send
How
me
did
that
you
as
find
soon
this
as you
stream,
can.
dude?
That'd be awesome.
Stanley, how did you freaking?
And I'll share it with Hayden McGee, and
Oh
Hayden
my-
will make a really cool GIF or meme or video.
Is it possible to have too much articulation?
Yes.
I don't think so. I would love to be able to move a character's knuckles. That'd be.
But the more articulation you have, the less seamless a figure looks. I do love the Marvel Legends articulation, but I will say the McFarlane toys have a sleekness to them because you don't have as many articulation
okay,
points.
but they've been getting better.
They're getting better. They are getting
Hasbro
better.
has
I'll
been
give you
better.
that.
They're stepping it up for sure. Okay,
I
guys.
just got a video from Stanley, which I'll be watching as soon as this stream's over.
All right. This is. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, guys, it's been fun. We did a show. This is 2 special guests. One of them is a special person. The other one is Taylor. He's gonna go do some bad stuff now with a video. I have
Follow
a feeling.
me at Minister of Commerce before Tyler hits that video and cuts me off.
Why do you think I'm gonna cut you off, dude?
And Joaquin Comic Center.
You guys are way too paranoid.
We know this game now.
Taylor and I do have a collab picture tonight coming out on Instagram. You can follow me at SSD Toys to see pictures of all these toys. Just no time soon because I haven't taken them yet. But I appreciate you guys joining. Hello? Oh, my figure fell on the keyboard and it minimized the window. I thought that it closed it. Appreciate you guys joining. Y'all are awesome. Everybody have a great day. And until next time, love and joy, no, wait. Happiness and joy, happiness and joy. That's my play on what Jeff says. That's my. Yippee! Well, I think that went really well. I think that was a great stream. You guys feel good about that? Hey, thanks for joining, Joachim. That was a lot of fun, dude.
I think we're still live.
Taylor, what?